got goats. Welcome to Community News. My name is Paul.
My name is Sasha.
Hello there, Sasha. I can't believe you actually made me do that. I can't believe I did that on air for generations upon generations of people to hear.
I know. I also wanted to scare you that I might say some other name that was like that.
I can tell you right now, there are very few things that you would utter from your mouth that would scare me these days. After 6 years of doing this with you, there's very little. I won't challenge you. I was going to say there's very little you could say to shock me, but.
Right. But you know how you're OCD about the show, and I thought if I messed up and said some kind of name, you know, like Bambi, it might set you off.
No, it'd be like the old days when you were a different name every week.
I know. When you play the repeats, I get nostalgic for that.
I can't believe you're opening a bottle of soda right now and going to. This has been years since you've made any sort of superfluous noises that we do. Don't spit it out all over the place, please. I can't believe you're doing this.
Mouth, a little, dare I say, cotton mouth, but not from marijuana. And I just felt like I needed something or I wasn't going to make it through the show.
It's unbelievable. This is unbelievable. You're not wearing jewelry, but now you're drinking liquids. Ugh, I'm going to have to put that on the list of do not do's.
Liquid, but yeah, no jewelry. I'm so Paulified.
That's wonderful. That's good. Well, speaking of being Paulified, I don't know how this segue works. We've got goats in town now because the grass is so out of control. The lawnmowers aren't working. So somebody came up with the brilliant idea to bring in some wild goats from some farm. And now when you're driving down the street, you might see some goats gnawing on the excess grass that we have in town.
Okay, that sounds like only former Mayor Bud could have come up with that brilliant idea about let's bring in goats to eat the grass, because that's many steps away from all the choices that we could have had.
Right, exactly. I'd love to know, what number this was on the whole budget meeting where this came out. Let's get some goats to eat grass.
I bet he was thinking, because, he was always promoting the town. I bet he was thinking, let's turn it into like a summer Salzburg experience where it's like the Sound of Music in Townport for the summer. We'll get the goats. We'll get some ladies dancing in prairie dresses in circles. We'll get someone singing, and, we can reenact the Sound of Music, pretend that Townport is Salzburg.
Do you think there's anybody on the board that's as creative as you and I who would think of something as cool as that to do if you're going to bring goats to town? Of course not.
Bud was kind of like that. Remember, he had...
I know, but now that he's out of power, what does he do? He's like a ranting lunatic on the street corner screaming about all the things that need to be done.
He's out there with Peter.
Right.
But, who is left to make...
There's no one. This is why, you know what? Our campaign for 2024, 2025 is to get you elected to the town board.
We should get Paul and Sasha to run on a ticket this upcoming election.
Right. Look, we're not conjoined twins, so it will just have to be one of us. So I vote that it's you. And I think most of our listeners would vote that it's you, because something tells me that you would bring out more of, shall we say, the insanity than I would at those meetings.
I know that we're not conjoined twins, but don't you notice most people run as a ticket? They don't run solo.
Right.
So I need a running mate. And, everyone associates us together because of the show. We should run together.
Well, I want to be behind the scenes pulling the strings, so we will find you a running mate. So if you'd like to be Sasha's running mate, write into the show, communitynewspodcast.com. Fill out a form there to see if you can be Sasha's running mate for the town council meeting. How's that?
I know what we need to do. The comedian actor Michael Rappaport, who loves to say the F word, he recently moved to town. I think he and I could be a perfectly vengeful, angry, ranting ticket. And people like him. He's popular. He's been in movies. Let's try and get Michael Rappaport to be my running mate.
Perfect. Sasha, that is your goal. your
Yeah.
new goal. You know, you have a lot of missions out there. So this is put this on the list of missions that you need to accomplish is get him on the air and then get him as your running mate.
Let's get him on the air and let's get him as my running mate. Now, if he will not run with me because he likes to do his ranting videos and maybe he'll think that won't work in office, my second choice, if it's not going to be you, I would like to try and get Rob Lowe because I recently rewatched St. Elmo's Fire with my child.
Right.
He was at the height of hotness in that movie. And I know he doesn't live in Townport, but maybe he could just like zoom in to some meetings.
You know what? Yet another brilliant idea from you. Why not elect somebody who doesn't even live in the town? Why didn't I think of that?
He doesn't live here, but let's face it, everyone our age, all the women, we all have the hots for him still. He's still gorgeous. He was gorgeous then. And I think they'll vote for us just because he's on the ticket. Like, they don't care what his policies are. They just want to hope that maybe he'll come to town like once a year and they'll get a selfie.
Perfect. So there we go. We've got either Sasha and Michael Rappaport as Sasha and Rob Lowe, or Sasha and some random Townport member, whoever writes in.
Honestly, I really want it to be Rob Lowe, but Michael Rappaport lives here. So, I know I should ask him first.
This sounds as realistic as when we were getting on The View a few years ago,
Yes.
you know?
I realized we've gotten too realistic. We've started setting our sights too low.
You're 100% right. Good idea.
I think it's time to just go, you know what? What do we have? 20 years left on the planet? Let's set our sights high. I want Rob Lowe as my running mate. And not only that, I kind of want to fuck him. No, I'm kidding. Just joking. You can take that out.
Anyway, so that you've got your running mates. Now, one question we have is, did you buy any artwork for your new office at the town council meeting or town council office building from the art fair this weekend? I know you said you weren't going to. I know I said you were going to. So who was right?
Oh my goddess. You were so right.
Of course. Please.
Well, no, you were right that I was all my manic shopping goes to art. I always want to buy art. I have some weird thing. I think I'm some kind of collector. I saw all this glass art and sparkly art and all this stuff. And I was thinking of you because I was like, I want that and I want that and I want that. And it took everything in me to not purchase any art. I did not purchase any art.
What?
I didn't.
I find that hard. I'm going to do an inventory and do a talking to of every art dealer who was at the art fair this weekend to confirm that, in fact, you did not buy anything.
I did not buy any, but oh my gosh, there was so much I wanted.
Now, let me ask you a question. If you didn't buy anything, how many of those art vendors did you drive insane thinking that they thought you were going to buy something and you didn't? I
try to make it clear. I don't want to I don't get off on going to stores or little vendors and acting like I'm going to buy something and in the end being that person that's like, surprise.
I didn't say you were going to do that. I just said you go in like a whirlwind. So no matter what you say, people think you're going to be a purchaser.
But I say up front, oh my gosh, I love everything here, but I promised I wouldn't buy anything. So I just want you to know, concentrate your selling efforts on the rest of these people. But what I would do for them is every time someone else came in, I'd be like, you need to buy this. Look at the movement. Look at the texture. I use the art words.
Oh, look at you go.
Look at the movement and the combo of the blues and the greens and the contrast. And I try to sell it for them.
Right. And then they say, will it be Visa or MasterCard when you're done with all your stuff?
To be honest, I sold a few for them. It would be nice if one of them would throw me a small little piece of glass, mixed media ceramic thing, because it's maybe I should get a commission. I just sold 3 pieces for you. But no, that's what I do. I hype it up for them.
Poor Sasha. She's not only a town councilwoman, she is now a art dealer extraordinaire seller.
No, I'm an art dealer hype man.
Perfect. Anyway, so That wraps up community news. Don't forget the Memorial Day parade that was rained out yesterday is moved to this Sunday coming up. So if you were marching or you didn't see it, rained out, it is this Sunday downtown Townport.
So weird. It's going to be like a Memorial Day parade / Father's Day barbecue. Like it's almost Father's Day.
Whatever it takes. It's in between the two, so they figured, what the hell, let's do it then.
Split the difference.
Exactly. So that wraps up this community news, and as always, my name is Paul.
As always, my name is Sasha. And listen, those goats, I'm gonna try and get them to do goat yoga. I'm gonna keep trying to make things have more than one. Everything should have more than one purpose, more than one meaning. You know.
I couldn't sum it up any better myself. Will I talk to you next Tuesday?
Walking on your back, Paul. I will see you next Tuesday. And we love you, community.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.